Thank you. Thank you very much, Tim, and welcome everybody. It's great to be here in this incredible city of Miami for actually the third edition of CoMotion Miami, but I guess the first really big in-person one. So thank you very much. You know, CoMotion from its very beginnings 5 years ago has been always dedicated to the notion that the mobility revolution, the vast transformation in mobility and transit, electrification, connecting communities and people through all sorts of new ways, a new array of vehicles from micromobility options all the way to incredible new options offered up in the sky and third-dimensional mobility, to new ways of leveraging the important public transit spines in our cities. That all of these innovations have the real capability to transform our cities, to make them more livable, more equitable, more vibrant, better able to respond to the needs of citizens. And I think that's what CoMotion and CoMotion's community is all about. I think that's what we're all working together for. And that's why I'm so happy to call Miami our home, one of our two homes, along with the great city of Los Angeles. This is a city that more than almost anywhere else I can think of, thinks about the future, thinks about reimagining itself. And for all of those who've come from afar, from around North America and even further afield, I think you will notice in Miami, it's glaringly obvious, certainly in these days of Miami Tech Month, that what an extraordinary vibrancy we have here, an entrepreneurial dynamism that is just amazing, but one that I think has the common good at its core. So over the next few days, 2 days, I think this will be a constant theme of the discussions here at CoMotion Miami, how we can harness the transformative power of the new technology and innovations that are on display here, how we can use them to build better cities that are more inclusive, more dynamic, more sustainable. And that's why it's my great honor to introduce our friend, my friend, Mayor Daniella Levine Cava, the mayor of Miami-Dade County. Mayor Levine Cava has been a constant advocate of positive social change throughout her long career of public service. And I think her administration here in Miami-Dade County is a model for other municipalities across our great country, showing that technology and equity, entrepreneurship and progressive policies can and must work together. She's been an extraordinary force in advocating for blue-green jobs that benefit all Miamians, in building up more resilient communities, and in supporting transit options that can work for all Miamians in this great and remarkably diverse city. Let's give a big hand for Daniella, for Mayor Levine Cava, and welcome to CoMotion.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, there's good coffee out there, so please enjoy it and wake up. I'm so happy to be with you. This is my second CoMotion conference. For all of you here in person, you get the coffee. Those of you online, you'll have to fetch it for yourselves. But let's just start with, are there some Canadians in the house? I just had the great pleasure to have a quick initial meeting with Mayor Plante from Montreal, Susan Harper, who's with us always for all good things, our Consul General from Canada. So how's that, eh? All right, that's my joke. You have to know Canada. Look, Canada is actually our best partner. it actually is. First of all, they fuel our economy by coming down here, snowbirds. They are our #1 tourist group to this area, right? So let's treat them well and extend a great warm welcome. Thank you, John, for having me here. Thank you to Carlos Cruz Casas, known otherwise as Triple C, who is our innovation czar in mobility. Where are you, Carlos? There he is. And he's here with our still relatively new and wonderful Director of Department of Transportation and Public Works, Ulyss Cleckley. We're so happy he's here. And by the way, we renamed the department when you were a little late here to show up. So Triple C and I, what is it? Mobility Management Agency. What do you think? I think it's pretty good. The MMA. All right. Well, so I'm Daniella Levine Cava, otherwise known as Mayor Daniella. And my philosophy towards running my administration is to focus on the 4 E's: equity, economy, environment, and engagement. And I just realized, listening to John, that the 5th E should be entrepreneurship, right? And so many of you here, thank you for that. But actually, the other E I like, and I'm not allowed to put it out there in writing, is empathy, right? Empathy. How we deal with each other, how we remember that we're all human beings and we have more in common than not, and we need to celebrate and support each other. Well, I've taken these themes and inculcated them, made them part of everything that I do in my administration, and I have been called also collaborator-in-chief because I like to break down barriers and silos between departments, across cities, across counties, across countries. We were just talking about some more things we could do in common because we have so much in common with our northern neighbor, where I did actually live for a bit, so as a child in Vancouver. But this year's theme of the conference is the hyper-connected city. So that, we know, is about all these mobility options. All of you are here because you care about those things. You may be innovators already in that space, or you're learning about innovations you can take home. But for me, connectivity is really about the people. It's about community engagement and having empathy. So it means expanding mobility where we've fallen short before. And we all know the car is not king, right? We're done with that. That era is over. Right now it's about people. It's about people and how we support them to get where they need to go efficiently, effectively, with environmental practices in mind. And certainly here in Miami-Dade County, we have major challenges. Some of you may have experienced them this morning. But we know that we need to do better. We need to do better in terms of our mobility options, in terms of our respecting the needs of people, no matter their income levels, no matter where they're living, no matter whether they're going to work or school or play. So we are all about it here. We are embracing the mobility revolution. And I'm extremely excited about our progress. It is not as fast as I would like it. It is not at the speed of Brightline, for example, but we are making progress. But most importantly is we all know we have to be adaptive and agile. This pandemic that has affected us all personally, spiritually, economically, has taught us that without being adaptive and agile and looking into the future, we will not be able to have institutions that are also adaptive. So we have to move at the speed of innovation.